It's a toolbox of sorts that allows us to analyze an application through getting schema information, running size stats, auditing page usage and permissions, and then providing outputs through Word Fusion or Excel Fusion, and then also additionally the print report, the generate permission matrix, and generating a Lucid ERD spec. That's the main purpose of the tool, but we use this a lot internally to analyze applications and provide this output to the client. We do have it set up so that we can have client users adding applications and managing their own schemas and then providing their own outputs therein. And we are working towards an API model that can be run on a schedule that would gather schema information over time periodically on a scheduled basis. We are working on that. What the schema does is it analyzes the application. So after you put in, your realm app ID, an application token, then you can click the get schema, update schema button, and it takes you to this UI where you would put in your password to the schema tool, password to the application you're trying to run the schema on. And then it does run in the background where it would create all of the tables and fields, roles and users, application pages, and etc. And we do have a robust architecture to model all of that detail into a way that's useful for output. And what I mean by that is, for instance, running reports and running a report matrix for your roles and permissions on an application, we can output that into a view like this, where we show all the roles, all the tables, and then all of the permissions therein: view, modify, add, delete, save common reports, or edit field properties. And if there are custom permissions, those are listed as well in this view. So this is a very useful view of roles and permissions that we are able to output to a client based on an application by application basis. We also have this nice HTML summary of an application that goes into, here's the tables summary or application summary, here's a user's output, and then here's a table by table field analysis therein after that. So this is extremely helpful to provide a holistic view of an application. We also have the ERD output, so you can take this SQL and plug it into Lucidchart and output a entity relationship diagram very easily by pulling the elements out, and there are already arrows pointing to each other to show that they are related. So those are some of the output tools that are available. We also have Excel Fusion, which will output each of these tables of the application into a spreadsheet tab. So, roles, users, this user role, or table role settings table. We've got the tables table, the fields table, and then even further, application pages and summary fields. All of the extra details that we're trying to capture will be output into each tab in the Excel Fusion. And similarly, the print templates uses our Word Fusion tool or add-on that will output specific templates similar to this print report summary, but managed with our Word Fusion tool. So again, this is very helpful for analyzing an application and looking at its schema over time. We do have some areas that will tell us if a table has been deleted, removed, or if a field has been deleted and removed, if a formula has been updated. There's some historical values that we actually track over time after we run schema over and over again on an application. Hopefully that's been helpful. We are improving this tool all the time. The schema tool is a toolbox of sort and is not generally sold as a product, although I am open to inviting clients in to have client use of this application and self-service their own applications, getting their own schema and output through this tool. But I think the real direction we'd like to take with this tool is to provide outputs to our clients either on a regular basis or just on a one-time basis as needed.